How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Spencer, and welcome back to Advice, the show without a name. Today, we got a question from the email that reads, "Hey Tux, I recently watched a video by the Cursed Judge called Games You Can Never Play Again. Highly recommend, by the way. And it put a lasting imprint on my mind that no matter what we do in this life, the friends we make, the accomplishments, anything, it will all be for nothing. And that the only thing keeping us going as humans is determination." And I think that's how we all feel about life, because in a world where nothing will matter at some point, having fun while we still can feels emotional to me, and having memories and those moments is super important for us. Because in a world where nothing will matter at some point, having fun while we can still feel those emotions and have the memories of those moments is super important for us. But after hearing this, I find myself being more sluggish than usual, not doing my work correctly because I know that one day it won't matter. Was wondering if you had some advice! Exclamation point. Well, thank you for writing in, and hey, purpose is a funny thing because we gain it just as fast as we lose it. I gained the ability to spend 2 weeks sitting down and studying accounting just for me to take the exam and forget every single little piece of information I learned. That's just reality. We hate doing it, and once we do it, we move on. It's the small stuff. The small stuff you don't really think about ever again. I don't think you remember your high school classes at all, but what you do remember is the big stuff. And what it seems right now is that you're struggling doing the big stuff. And the big stuff, I'm saying that word too much, it's really what you gotta dial in on, because that's what matters. It's your legacy. It's where the people remember you and know you from. And if you're being sluggish at work and not trying as hard, you're leaving that impression that doesn't fit who you actually are, but that's the only thing somebody there could remember you for. It's really all about just putting your best foot forward, always thinking positive, always going in, always believing in yourself, even if there's truly nothing there. And I think if you do that, you're going to be much happier for it. Living in the now is great, but you always got to remember how your life is actually going to shape out. You are never going to get this day back. You are never going to get the time watching this video back. But that's okay. Even though time marches forward, that doesn't mean everything around you is worthless. Far from it. Every experience you have shapes the world. That really does sound like a nice little buzzword phrase, and in reality, you yourself may never globally affect the world as opposed to Jeff Bezos, and that's completely fine. But I know that I'll have affected it in some way. It may be the smallest way possible, and it may not reach the same people that I actually wanted it to hit, but I know, and I think you should know, when your time has come, you're going to impact somebody's life. Whether that be your family, your friends, your coworkers, that one random guy you met on the street and opened the door for. Some days, it's tough getting out of bed. Sometimes it's tough recording an advice show episode. It's not that tough, believe me. But the world isn't asking you to be there every single day. How could it? But when your number is called, you gotta step up to the plate. You gotta be ready to hit a swing. Maybe you hit it out of the park. Maybe you just hit a single. It doesn't matter. As long as you get up there and do it. Pick yourself up, because the world isn't crumbling around you. It is still here for maybe the next 60 years before global warming says hello. But you have people that actually care for you. Go make it matter, because nobody else is going to do it for you. So with that, that's where I'm going to call for today. What defines you, and who makes it in your life worth it? If you feel like I missed anything, please put it below. I'd love to have a conversation to see if I'm right on this one. And if you want your questions answered, please email me at koboltexadvice@gmail.com for a nameless read. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.